Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your mid-month of July reading. We are going to take a look at success. You have the card of the Visionary. And the Visionary is actually about Jupiter energy. Wow, I almost couldn't say that. Okay, so Jupiter, your ruling sign, and it shows up with the Visionary. So the Visionary is a really powerful card. It says the world is filled with possibilities. I mean, okay, so you guys are super optimistic about everything. The North Node just backed up into Aries now, and so I'm recording this in the light of the the new moon in Cancer, which is setting up the 6.5-year cycle. We've got the North Node that's moved into a fellow air sign for you. This air sign is in your house of creativity if you are a Sagittarius rising. There is a lot of energy here, but you can feel the possibilities. So the thing about a visionary that's really cool is your ability to gather and absorb information easily, and then to intuitively figure out what it is that you need to do with it, to be able to feel where it is going and what to do with it. We have Ace of Cups, and so understanding how you can use this energy. The caution, I think, with the visionary is to not get too hung up into the minor details, but to stay with the bigger picture, right? It's getting the larger view of things, but it's optimistic, stay in the higher vibrational energy and seeing the entire picture. So, as optimistic as that is, I think you're being asked to tap into your optimism and to see the bigger picture, because you have cards here of the end of a cycle, and it's almost like the phoenix rising from the ashes energy coming up here. And so in the energy of resources, you are needing to complete a cycle in order to move forward. There is a major situation where you need to complete a cycle and move forward. So resources, that's emotional energy. I'm not seeing emotional energy in like partnership. I'm seeing emotional energy around something that really speaks to your heart, something creative. It could be a workplace situation. So it's your energy, it's your information, it's your knowledge and wisdom. So for some of you, you could be in your final semester, or you're coming up on your final semester, or your final year of higher education, and it's a struggle and it's a grind and you got to push through it, right? So it could be for that. It could be that it is completing of a cycle of energy. So let's see, knowledge, wisdom, emotional energy, and finances. But doesn't feel finance here. I think finance is a very small part of it. It feels more like studying, learning, growing, and how you feel about the news and the information that you're dealing with here. So we have this very healing card here of the Six of Swords. So when we have the Ten of Swords here, the Ten of Winter sitting here in your area of resources, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulder, and the end of addiction or codependency. It is a situation that's been tapping your mental resources, because this is thoughts, feelings, and actions, right? So it's in the headspace, and it's in your energy of resources. And so your mental energy is being drained, possibly by trying to get into all the details of something instead of taking a step back and seeing the higher picture to really get a bigger lay of the land. And what are you excited about? With the Ace of Cups, Ace of Sumers as the overall energy, it says open your heart to love, right? And so it isn't about trying to sort through all of the details of something. It's about what feels right, what feels like joy, what feels like happiness. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or rebirth of a current one, and the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. It's a new emotional beginning. I guess it could be love. I guess it could be love. For some of you, yes. But in order to get there, you got to complete where you are. If you're in a situation, whether this is a job, a career path that is holding you back from doing the thing that you love or creating, or a relationship that has long since been done. I mean, if you are a Sagittarius rising, North Node moving into Aries would be your house of romance, your house of creativity. It wouldn't be, I don't think this would be the end of a marriage, but it could be the end of a partnership, a relationship that it just isn't it. It isn't it. Why are you wasting your time on it? Kind of thing. And you already know it's not going anywhere, and so it would be that. Or it's a career where you already know it's not going anywhere. Why are you still there? It's some situation where why are you still there? You already know. You already know, and this is about you taking charge. Okay, so we have the Ace of Summer. How do you transform the situation? The Knight of Cups, or here's the Prince of Summer. Romance, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, falling in love, suddenly being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. There's a need to get excited again. There's a need for optimism and hope. So if you're feeling dull and dragged down and weighted down by your thoughts, then set yourself free. Because here you've been trying to make a choice or a decision. Two of Swords, you're up in your head a lot, and the answer isn't in your head, it's in your heart. Because this Six of Swords, he's going across the emotional waters. It's like, it's understanding that you need to move into your emotional space in order to find the solution to the problem, to the question, to whatever it is that's holding you back from the success that you deserve and desire, right? And so there's a need for you to set yourself free, to push off from the shore. And the shore here is you feel very trapped in your emotional energy. I mean, in your thoughts. And really, we don't have any planets right now. We don't have any planets in air signs, which makes thinking we could really go round and round and not really get a lot of guidance and way to move forward. We do have Mercury that is still in Leo. Very shortly moving into Virgo. So, but that's about how do you manifest using your strategy. We have Mars currently in Virgo. Again, very much about strategy. And so I think that there's a need to release all the strategy of it and get into your heart space. Really feel what it is. Ace of Cups. What fills your cup up? What excites you? What lifts you up? And this making a wish. So here we have a full moon, and here we have the dandelion that's full, and he's riding the wishes and the dreams into the future. And in your heart space in the future, moving forward, we have the Page of Cups. And so it's a new relationship or emotional experience. So you have an emotional experience showing up for three things, right? The overall energy, how do you transform the situation, and in the heart, what do you anchor into, right? And so a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with, invitations to social events. So there is something, this emotional component, which really needs you to get out of your head. So let's take a look at what's draining your energy. It's the analysis, paralysis. This is that Mars in Virgo energy here. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Princess of Autumn here, studious, responsible, news about career and promotions, scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, nothing, needing a little push and to give a lot, right? But it's in the area of what's draining your resources. And in the area of resources, you're up in your head. And so it's almost like all of your getting into the details, studying it, trying to analyze it, analysis paralysis is holding you back. What do you feel, fire sign? That's hard, right? Waters tends to put out fires, but fire can heat water up to get things cooking. And so there's a need to let the passion and the excitement towards something to really dip into that overall emotional optimism you have. So the struggle here, this is what's draining is the analysis paralysis is straining the situation. Hold on a second. Okay, you've made a choice in the past. And it didn't work out. You're so afraid of doing that again. Whether this is career or, emotional success or financial success, there's something that's really holding you back, and it's that you did something in the past that it has you almost paralyzed with fear of making a misstep. Because the card of knowledge and learning things, the Hierophant here, do the right thing for the right reason, traditional versus new approaches, see what works for you. And this is in the area of the obstacle. And so it's almost as though you did something before. And maybe, being Sagittarius, it wasn't exactly traditional. And it didn't work out. And you think, well, do I have to do things traditionally? Well, I don't like doing things traditionally. That's not who I am. Or you did something traditionally and it didn't work out because it's not who you are. You're the visionary. You're the ones that see into the, you have the galactic center that shows up in your sign. And in fact, as North Node in Aries is backing up, it is right now, it is enshrined with that galactic center in your sign. And so there's this flow of this very universal energy that is pouring out over the entire planet. We're all getting to use it, but you can really tap into it because that is your home sign. You can feel that universal energy just being poured out there, right? And so we have this Two of Swords here, indecision, holding you back, making a choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. You are being encouraged to make a choice that is best for you. It's not about pleasing others. And here we have these Two of Swords again. It's called the Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. And here with the struggle being a choice or a decision that you made that didn't go according to plan, and now it feels like you're very stressed out. Am I going to screw this up again? If you're navigating through your heart space, you're going to do just fine. Oh my God. So, it does say guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. So you're not wrong that you don't want to make a misstep. All right, I could feel that you're trying to do that to learn from previous. Maybe instead of rushing forward, you step back, take the big picture, and you learn something from it. But this is not about being stuck or stagnant. This is about moving forward. The Six of Swords is about moving forward. This Knight of Cups is about moving forward, right? There is this moving forward energy. And so there is a need to complete a cycle, but to have learned from it. What is the lesson? What is the big lesson, right? And so it could be what's draining your energy is you haven't taken the time to think enough about what the lesson was, but not overanalyzing. Like this feels so Eight of Swords to me. But I think you're at the end and you're like, yeah, no, I'm done with that. And this is in the future position. So the action that you're being requested, you're being encouraged, thank you, to take here is the card of the World. But look, she's holding what looks like two swords. So it's like, and there's this glow behind her that really looks like this, right? It's like the answer is somewhere in the middle. Is there a third option? The option is whatever resonates in your heart space. That's for sure. So, brilliant success, it says. The freedom to go in any direction in a journey that is now completed. There is the releasing and letting go, the pushing off from the shore and moving in the direction. You can go in any way that you want to. What inspires you, what encourages you, what lifts you up, what fills up your heart, right? What is emotionally satisfying? This isn't about necessarily being practical. I would say learning from your past mistakes is incredibly important. That's what creates wisdom, right? Knowledge plus experience is wisdom. But move toward the thing that you want, because you have this great opportunity for the next year and a half in a very creative energy. This rebirth of energy. It is the first sign of the zodiac. It is the inner child. It is the creative. It is the willing to step out there and try something new energy. We have the North Node. All of us have the North Node moving through that sign, right? All of us are going to benefit from it. But you being a fire sign, you're getting a really nice flow of energy from it. It doesn't matter if it's sun, moon, or rising. Whatever aspect of your chart that it is getting this beautiful flow of energy that is encouraging you. And at the same time, we have Venus doing a 4-month retrograde. She went in at 6/6, and she's going to exit at 10/10. And right now we're coming up on the Lion's Gate, and she is going to be really working to help you to understand that there is strength in creativity and in working from the heart space and in going for what it is that you want. And so you have this beautiful flow of energy that is so supportive of you right now. So don't get stuck up in your head. Get into your heart. That's where the answers are. So we have the card of, it's the Judgment card. It's 20, but it's called renewal. It's called renewal in this deck. It says review the past and the present so you can plan a brilliant new future. Okay, so brilliant success, new future. There is a need to complete a cycle. The resolution, the ending of, the letting go of, the moving past that, and follow your heart, but with wisdom. There is a need for wisdom here, and we don't have the High Priestess here, but she is the emotional wisdom, and the struggle here is the Taurus energy of the physical wisdom. So this is about following your intuition, listening to your heart. So it says, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others. So did you mess something up in the past? Well, welcome to humanity. We're all going to do it. None of us get it right. If we got it right, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have to be here. We're here for a reason. Learning and growing and completing cycles and stepping into new ones. And the more that we're willing to shift and to change in your immutable sign, the more wisdom and knowledge that we gain, the more we elevate in so many areas of our life, the more we elevate in all the areas of our soul. And so there is this opportunity here. But it is about letting go, moving forward by trusting your emotional energy. What do you really want? And visualizing it with your heart. So what does that mean? That means that, a vision board could work, absolutely. But it's, what does it feel like? So if every morning and every night, for just a couple of seconds when you wake up and right before you go to sleep, if you seal into your heart what it feels like as if you are already in that arena of success, whatever it is that you're seeking. Whether this is in the emotional partnership that just makes you feel happy, just for a moment, before you go to bed, you could say goodnight to my special love. In the morning, you can say good morning to your special love without even knowing who your special love is. It's connecting in with that energy already. If it's this career opportunity, you just for a moment before you go to sleep and before you wake up, when you wake up in the morning, you think about just how it feels to be so successful in doing this thing that you love doing. So you have visualized abundance in all forms. God gave us such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. This is why it's really important to mind your thoughts, to not let them paralyze you, to recognize that it's the thoughts that come from the little brain in the heart. There's 40,000 brain cells in your heart. You have a brain in your heart. That's the one that manifests and creates, by the way. It's not this one. This one's up here. That one's not the one that manifests and creates. This is what you really believe in your heart is what you manifest and create. So while it's important to use daily mantras, it only matters, it only works, it only helps if you really believe what you're saying. So believe it. Choose to believe in your own magical powers to manifest and create. Jupiter rules your sign. You are expansive and you can manifest and you can create. What's interesting is right now Jupiter is in Taurus, right? Taurus right here. And that's the obstacle. And it could be because it is in a quincunx to your sign, which means that it is uncomfortable energy. It doesn't really support you there. And it's about to go retrograde. And it's going to back over some stuff. And you're going to have to do a little reviewing and a little reworking of some things. And it's going to kind of be irritating. You're going to feel it. It's like that constant poking at you energy. And if you can learn to see it, say, I see you, but I know in my heart what I'm going to manifest and create. You can really change everything. So where exactly, let me see here, is your 7th house of partnership is, so it's 6. It's the 6th house. So this is your day-to-day routines. If you are, especially if you're a Sagittarius rising. Doesn't matter if that's it or not. It's still in that irritating energy to you. But here's a chance for you to, because it's Taurus, ground your daily activities in doing things that make you feel like you are moving in the right direction. It is taking it day by day, step by step. Taurus energy is very slow, methodical, has a vision, moves toward it. Okay? So, you're visualizing and feeling the heart space. If you do that every day, that is something that you're doing every day that moves you in that direction. Hold a steady vision for that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. Your ability to envision, your skill as a visionary, your gifted skill. Sagittarius, you were born with this. It is an innate property of the Jupiter energy, is the vision. So hold that vision, hold that positive vision. Also an innate Sagittarius thing is your positivity, your optimism. Don't let yourself get dragged down into the negative feelings, because that's when you get out of balance. So stay enthusiastic, but take practical steps. Okay, that's the message. All right, I'm on Facebook every day. I would love to see you guys over there. Thanks for supporting this channel with your thumbs up, with your comments. God, I love to know what's going on with you guys. It's very nice to know when I'm hitting the mark. So thanks for letting me know that. Thanks for sharing in this community and being part of the community. It really means a lot to me. I am open. My books are open for scheduling private readings. The information for that is in the description box below. And Facebook. Oh, we're working with Venus over there. And that energy is flowing towards you. So you might want to come over and check that out. All right. I'll see you guys back here next week. You take good care.